Welcome back. So, before you scroll, before you skip, before you think, yeah, another pickup truck video, let me tell you something most people don't realize. Right now, the pickup truck market is at war. Chinese brands are flooding the market with pickups that look insane on paper. Big screens, wild designs, crazy low prices, and for the first time in decades, people started asking a dangerous question. Is Japan losing its grip on pickups? Now here's the part nobody saw coming. Japan didn't respond with noise. They didn't rush half-baked EVs. They didn't start price dumping. They did what Japan always does when things get serious. They went quiet. They went precisely. And they came back with trucks designed to outlive trends, and by the end of this video, you're going to realize something uncomfortable. Some of the best pickup trucks in the world don't have giant screens, don't have flashy interiors, and one of them costs less than $10,000. So here's the deal. I want you to watch this video like this, not as a fanboy, not as a hater, but as someone spending their own money. And while you're watching, answer this silently in comments. Which one of these would you trust for the next 10 years? Don't comment yet. Hold it, because your answer might change by the end. Let's begin. At number 13, 2026, Mazda BT50. The pickup for people who don't want to look like everyone else. Okay, pause for a second. When you hear Mazda, you think sedans, SUVs, smooth design. You do not think hard-working pickup truck, and that's exactly why the BT50 is interesting. Because Mazda didn't build this truck to scream. They built it to steal buyers quietly. Under the hood, this is serious. A 3.00-liter diesel engine, 190 horsepower, 450 Nm of torque. This engine is already proven in brutal conditions. We're talking heat, dust, heavy loads, daily abuse. But here's where Mazda flips the script. Instead of saying, let's make it tougher than everyone else, they said, what if toughness felt good? So they retuned the suspension. They reduced vibration. They improved cabin insulation. And suddenly, this truck doesn't feel like a tool. It feels like a vehicle you actually want to sit in. Now let's talk interior, because this matters more than people admit. You get soft touch surfaces, clean dashboard layout, chrome accents, a 10-inch infotainment screen that doesn't look cheap. You sit inside and think, yeah, I could drive this every day. But don't get it twisted. This is not a soft truck. Payload? 1 full ton towing? 3,500 kilograms. So the capability is still there. The difference is image. This is the pickup for contractors, engineers, business owners, people who need a truck but don't want to look like they just left a construction site. Pricing starts around $40,000 and goes up to $55,000. Now here's a question I want you to think about. Would you rather have a truck that looks tough or a truck that looks successful? At number 12, 2026, Honda Ridgeline, the pickup that exposes how most people actually drive. All right, this one always triggers people. So let's talk honestly. The Honda Ridgeline is a pickup that makes traditional truck guys uncomfortable. Why? Because it asks a dangerous question. Do you really need all that toughness? This truck is built on a unibody platform, like an SUV, and immediately people say, oh, that's not a real truck. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most pickup owners drive on paved roads, carry light loads, tow maybe a few times a year, and Honda designed the Ridgeline exactly for that reality. Under the hood, 3.5-liter V6, 280 horsepower smooth. Automatic transmission driving. This feels nothing like a traditional pickup. It's quiet, stable, comfortable. You hit bumps and think, wait, why does this feel better than most trucks? Now yes, let's be fair. Payload, 500 kW towing, 2,250 kW not class leading, not meant to be. But here's where Honda gets clever. The bed, Hidden storage under the floor. A tailgate that opens in two ways. Practical features you actually use. Inside, it feels like a Honda SUV. Comfortable seats, logical controls. Zero learning curve price, $42,000 to $50,000. This pickup is not trying to win arguments online. It's trying to make ownership easy. So answer this honestly. Would you rather own a truck that looks tough or one that makes your daily life easier? Don't answer yet, because the next one flips the mood completely. At number 11, 2026, Toyota Tacoma. The truck people trust with their life. Now we're in serious territory. The Toyota Tacoma isn't just a pickup, it's a belief system. People don't buy Tacomas. They commit to them. For 2026, Toyota didn't gamble. They refined what already works. New 2.4-liter turbo engine, 278 horsepower, 430 Nm of torque. And yes, there's a hybrid too. But let's talk about why people actually buy this truck. It's not the screen. It's not the interior. It's this thought. This thing will get me home. TRD Pro versions come with serious suspension, locking differentials, real off-road geometry. This is not cosplay off-roading. This is middle-of-nowhere capability. Interior finally gets modern tech. Large touchscreen, digital cluster. Solid build quality towing, 3,500 kg payload, around 680 kg price, starts at $38,000, climbs past $60,000. Is it expensive? Yes. But here's the question Tacoma buyers ask. How much is peace of mind worth? Think about that. At number 10, 2026 Isuzu D-Max. The truck that doesn't care about your opinion. This is where things get real. The Isuzu D-Max does not want your approval. It doesn't want likes. It doesn't want praise. It wants to work. 0-liter, diesel, 190 horsepower, 450 Nm of torque. This engine is designed to run hot-loaded every single day. Payload, 1 ton, towing, 3,500 kg interior, basic, durable, easy to clean, no fake luxury, no fragile tech. This is the pickup people buy when downtime costs money. Farmers, builders, fleet owners. And here's the scary part. These trucks regularly cross 500,000 km with basic maintenance. Price, $38,000 to $50,000. Now tell me, honestly, if this were your money and your livelihood depended on it, would you choose comfort or would you choose something that never quits? At number 9, 2026, Mitsubishi L200, Triton. The sleeper pickup that punches above its weight. Okay, bro, let's talk about the Mitsubishi L200, also known as the Triton in some markets. At first glance, people tend to ignore this truck. Why? Because it's not a Hilux, it's not a Ranger, it doesn't have the same hype. But here's the kicker. Underneath that unassuming exterior, it's a beast. Seriously, Mitsubishi completely redesigned it for 2026. And no, it's not just a facelift. This is ground-up engineering. The chassis is now more rigid. Suspension travel is longer. It rides smoother than any previous generation without losing workhorse toughness. Engine? Brace yourself. 4-liter twin-turbo diesel 200 horsepower 470 Nm torque. Yep, you heard that right. It beats the Hilux in torque, and very few people know that. Transmission? Smooth 6-speed automatic, fast and precise. Now the 4x4 system, Mitsubishi calls it Super Select. 4 driving modes, high and low ranges. You literally choose the terrain, and the truck adapts. Exterior is aggressive. Sharp lines, split LED headlights. It doesn't look cheap. It looks like it can survive a small war. Inside, they stepped it up. Higher quality materials, 9-inch touchscreen, comfortable seats that don't break after 1 week of heavy use. Payload, 950 kilos, towing 3,100 kilos. And the price, This is where Mitsubishi slaps the competition. Base, 30,000 fully loaded, 45,000. This isn't about luxury. This is about value and capability. Mitsubishi is sending a message here. You don't need to pay a premium for reliability. So ask yourself, would you rather buy a Hilux just for the name, or a truck that quietly outperforms it for 10K, 15K less? Drop L200 Beast in the comments if you see the value here. At number 8, 2026, Subaru Baja, the comeback kid of Japanese pickups. All right, haha, this one is wild. Subaru hasn't had a proper pickup in decades, and now the Baja is back, and it's here to remind everyone why Subaru has a cult following. This isn't a work truck. Not really. It's a lifestyle pickup. Adventure-oriented engine, 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine, 70 horsepower, 375 mm torque. And here's the Subaru magic. Symmetrical all-wheel drive, X-mode traction control optimized for mud, snow, sand, whatever. The Baja is compact, urban-friendly, agile. You can park it anywhere. Yet it handles off-road challenges like a champ bed, moderate length, perfect for camping gear, tools, or a weekend haul. Payload, 600 kilo towing, 2,000 kg interior. Typical Subaru. Functional, tech-forward, but simple. 10-inch screen comfortable driving position. Great visibility. Price, $34,000 base, $48,000 for Wilderness Edition. Bro, think about this. Ford Maverick? Check. Hyundai Santa Cruz? Check. But Subaru brings legendary AWD reliability and a community that swears by it. So if you're the urban adventurer, this pickup doesn't ask you to compromise. It literally says, go play anywhere. I got you. Comment Baja back if you're ready. For adventure, bro. At number 7, 2026, Nissan Navara, the global grinder. Okay, now we're talking Navara, known as the Frontier in some markets. This truck is all about efficiency and reliability across continents. Europe, Asia, Africa. This thing thrives. Engine. Options, 2.3-liter twin-turbo diesel, 190 HP, 450 0.5-liter gasoline option, 165 HP, market-dependent. Transmission, 7-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. 4x4 electronic with diff lock. Ladder frame with rear leaf springs and front double wishbones. Payload, 1 ton. Towing, 3,500 clay interior. Functional, ergonomic. 8-inch touchscreen with navigation pricing. Starts at $28,000 in competitive markets. Here's the smart part. Nissan shares mechanical parts with Renault Alaskan and Mercedes X-Class through the alliance. Spare parts, global maintenance, cheap fuel efficiency, 7.5 L100 km. Who buys this? Small business owners, fleet operators, people who need something reliable and economical. This truck isn't flashy. It's subtle, practical, global. So question, do you want the truck that shows off or the truck that survives anywhere in the world? Drop Navara if you respect global engineering. At number 6, 2026, Toyota Hilux GR Sport, the Adrenaline Hilux. Now we hit the fun zone. Hilux is legendary, but the GR Sport? It's not for your grandma. This is Toyota saying, yeah, our pickup can also thrill you. Engine, 2.8-liter diesel, 200 HP, torque boosted to $480 Namir suspension. Sport tuned with Bilstein shocks, reinforced springs, and thicker stabilizer bars. Tires, 18-inch all-terrain with aggressive tread. Exterior, GR Sport grille, unique bumpers, side decals. Interior, sport seats with Alcantara, red accents, and a flat-bottom steering wheel. Payload, 1 to 350. Towing, same as standard Hilux. Price, $55,000 plus. Who buys this? Toyota enthusiasts, off-road adrenaline junkies. People who want a truck that works. Hard and feels alive. The GR Sport isn't just a truck, it's a statement. Why choose between fun and work when you can have both? At number 5, 2026 Toyota Hilux Hybrid. The pickup that laughs at fuel prices. Okay, let's start with a question. How many times have you looked at a pickup and thought, man, I love this truck, but my wallet hates me every time I fill it up? Enter the 2026 Hilux Hybrid. It's the same indestructible 2.8-liter diesel we all know and respect. But Toyota said, let's add electricity. Not gimmicks, not half-baked EV tech. Real assist, real savings. Mild hybrid system. The electric motor assists acceleration. Regenerative braking recovers energy. Combined output, 230 HP and 490 Nm torque. Fuel efficiency, 15% better than the standard Hilux. Payload, 1 ton. Towing, 3,500 kilos. And here's the subtle genius. The battery is small, so cargo space isn't compromised. Interior? Toyota kept the comfort and tech. 8-speed automatic. Updated infotainment. No weird quirks, just reliable, intuitive controls. Pricing? $48,000 base, $55,000 fully loaded. Now here's a little brain trick for the viewers. Imagine your business fleet using these trucks. Fuel costs drop. Maintenance stays minimal. You still haul heavy loads every day. You're saving money without sacrificing the truck's soul. Comment, Hybrid King, if you love the idea of saving fuel without giving up capability. At number 4, 2026. Toyota. Hilux Electric, the pickup of tomorrow. Today. Now things get controversial. Toyota takes a bold step with the Hilux Electric. And yes, hardcore Hilux purists are screaming. The water battery. 2 electric motors, 1 per axle, 180 HP, 400 Nm of instant torque range, 240 km mixed use. Not for long journeys, but perfect for urban fleets, government work, controlled routes. Payload, 800 kg towing, $2,000 kilo charging, 50 kilobar fast charge, 80% in 1 hour home charge, 8 hours. Price, $65,000. Why does this matter? Because Toyota is saying electric can be tough. Electric can haul. Electric can still be Hilux. The debate is real. Purists hate it. Visionaries love it. Would you trust an electric Hilux for work? Let's see who's brave enough. At number 3, 2026 Toyota 9th generation Hilux. The crown jewel. Okay, this one is big. For the first time in almost a decade, Toyota fully redesigned the Hilux. Reinforced ladder frame, 20% more torsional rigidity, slightly larger platform, better interior space, better stability, aggressive modern exterior, polarizing but impossible to ignore, inside. Premium materials, 12-inch screen, 10-inch digital instrument, cluster comfort, technology, and practicality in perfect balance. Engine 2.8-liter diesel, 200 G, 490 Nm torque transmission, 8-speed automatic, smooth as silk manual. Yes, still available for purists. Payload, 1 ton, towing, 3,500 kg. Pricing, $48,000 base, $70,000 fully loaded. Here's the psychology twist. Previous generations regularly exceeded $500,000 kilometer. Reliability is baked into DNA. The takeaway for viewers. This is not just a purchase. It's an investment in decades of worry-free driving. Drop legend Hilux if this is the truck you'd die to own. At number 2, 2026 Isuzu D-Max, the quiet workhorse that laughs at everyone else. Okay, haha, now we're entering serious, industrial territory. The 2026 D-Max is a truck with a work ethic that makes most pickups look lazy. 0-liter diesel, 190 HP, 450 Nm torque. Payload, 1 ton towing, 3,500 kg. Here's the subtle genius. It's not trying to be flashy. It's not trying to impress your Instagram followers. Interior, functional, Spartan, easy to clean. Tech, minimal. Only what you need. This is the descendant of the legendary Chevrolet D-Max, which was manufactured by Isuzu. And yes, Isuzu has decades of commercial truck experience, which means reliability is insane. Maintenance is cheap $500,000 kilometers. Easy price. $38,000, $60,000, depending on the market. Would you rather spend extra cash for looks or own a truck that literally outlasts you? Comment, D-Max forever, if durability is what you want. At number 1, 2026 Suzuki Carry, the $8,500 miracle. All right, bro. Stop everything. This is the game changer. The Suzuki Carry is tiny, cheap, and unbelievably capable. Engine, 660cc 3-cylinder gasoline, 39 HP 5-speed manual, optional 4-speed automatic 4WD with low-range gearing, handles mud, slopes, even snow dimensions. MA long 1.48 mil wide, perfect for narrow streets, crowded markets, cargo bed, 2 meters usable space, towing 500 key, interior, basic, vinyl seats, analog gauges, air conditioning is optional. Now here's the insane part. Price base, $8,500 fully equipped AWD automatic, $11,000 and it works. Decades of proven durability. Maintenance? A basic mechanic can handle it. Fuel economy, 5 L100 kilometer in the city, bro. Think about this. You can buy the cheapest Japanese pickup on earth and still haul heavy loads, survive bad roads, and last for decades. Which of these 13 would you actually buy today? So bro, like if you learned something new about Japanese pickups and you dude hit subscribe because this is the first time you'll see this full list in one place with insane detail you won't get anywhere else. Thanks for watching.